Welcome everybody, this is How to English, Teach and Learn with Gav and Em.
It's a podcast about teaching and learning English as a foreign language.
All opinions stated are personal and references will be given when necessary.
Gav, it's pod time.
Em, it certainly is, and I'm really excited. Again, this is another fabulous topic that we will discuss together. Em, do you know what the topic is?
Yes, I do. Is it social media? Is that what it's about?
It is social. It is maybe more than social, but we'll have a good chat and we'll see where it takes us.
This is your passion, should we say?
I wouldn't go that far. Maybe it's my domain.
Your domain name? No. Okay. What do you mean it's your domain?
This is my area of responsibility for our show.
Sounded a bit like you're a lion on the savannah, this is your domain.
Parading around my social network and just checking things out, seeing what needs to be done. Anyway, let's cut to the chase.
Oh, okay.
I think we should call it Get Social.
All right, get social.
Because we need to get social. We want to inform our students. We want to find new students. We want our students to find us and to find resources to improve their English.
Absolutely. And for teachers, it's also a great way to network, find connections, meet people, like-minded people.
That's what I was thinking. And we could maybe share some of our tips and tricks that we use when we're preparing our social posts and activities online. What do you think, Em?
That sounds great. And it's such an important part of life these days. We all need to get social.
Get social. What I want you to do during the show, Em, is to make some notes because I will expect you to summarise the episode's key takeaways.
All right, I've got my pen ready.
And have you got some paper?
I have.
Let's begin. Before we even start to think about making a post for our favourite social media platform, Em, we have some considerations.
Back up a bit, Gav. A post. What is a post?
Post is a piece of wood that stands in front of your building and holds a fence up.
That is true. What kind of post are you talking about?
A different kind of post. I'm talking about a graphic, a video, some information that you want to share in a digital form on a social platform like Instagram or possibly Facebook or one of the other many fabulous websites.
Right, so before you even do anything, you should think about a few things. Where do you want to post it?
That's it.
What content do you want in the post?
That's a consideration too.
What's your message?
Mm-hmm.
Who is your audience?
Em, you are on form.
Thanks, Gav. Have I missed anything?
These are all very important considerations. First of all, we need to think about our expected outcome. So, do you want followers?
Yes.
Do you want to increase the number of followers you have? Do you want to increase the likes you get from your posts?
Love likes. Really love those thumbs up things.
Do you want more comments?
Yeah, it's nice to have.
There was a hesitation there, Em. Everybody loves a good comment.
Definitely. Comments are good.
But, of course, you have to reply when somebody comments on your post.
That's why I hesitated. There's a bit more involved in a comment.
That is where the engagement really happens. Of course, you might be looking for bookmarks. Maybe somebody is saving your post to have a look at later.
How do you know that they've bookmarked you?
Well, Em, thank you for asking that question. You can go into your business side of the app that you're using. For example, Instagram offer you some insights and you can see how many people have bookmarked you.
And that means like they've saved you to their favourites?
Yeah.
Kind of.
So they can look at that post again later.
Oh, just the one post. I see.
You might also be looking for shares.
Ooh, that's like top level stuff, isn't it?
That's where somebody sees your post and says, hey, I know somebody who would love to know this information.
Yeah, and you can see that, can't you? How many shares you get. So that's like ding, 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 winner.
That is top level. And also views, of course, you want to see how many people have actually seen your post. And this will give you an indication of how successful it is, how far it's reaching.
And most platforms will show you that too.
That's it.
It's quite easy to access all this information, but how does it work if you decide you want a lot of shares, for example? How can you go about doing that?
These are questions that I may not know the answer to, but I can simply say, if you can create something that people will want to share with others, maybe you've got some new insights into something exciting, something radical, then yeah, people are going to get very excited and want to share it with their friends in their social group.
So maybe think about what you would share and what you would be looking for, and then create the content that isn't visible or that you feel is missing.
Something original, something new, something exciting, something that's trending maybe.
You need a USP, don't you, as well?
A unique selling point.
Something that makes you different and stand out and fun.
These are all very inspiring words. So that's it. Really focus on what is your expected outcome from your post. Think about the metrics that we've already discussed. It could be that you're an English teacher and you want to get new students, or maybe you want to just grow your popularity and your brand. Maybe you're thinking about becoming part of a community, and then you want to collaborate with some other teachers and learners. And what's a collaboration?
Working together. So that's a great way to make connections, as I said before, and find people who feel the same way, and then who knows where it can go.
Yes, by working with other teachers and learners, you get access to their network of followers.
Ah, I see. So it's like...
I'll scratch your back and you scratch mine.
Yes, I wasn't going to say that, but yes.
We will come back to collaborations because I want to share some real examples of posts them so we can get an idea of the different types and the advantages they may present.
I'm looking forward to it.
And finally, do you want to promote products or get a sponsor? Maybe there are companies that you'd like to work with. You want to show off some of their products and brands, and this could be a very profitable thing to do.
Yeah, that's another direction to go down. And people do make a living from just their online content and having products in their videos.
Yes, they do. Also, think about the best time to post. Do you want people in your time zone to see your posts? Or maybe you're looking at a market of people in another time zone.
Aha, so you mean like on the feed, things will pop up in real time. Sometimes people don't go back so far to see what's been posted hours ago. They just want to see what's happening. If it's the middle of the night in America, that might not be the best time if you want someone to see it in America.
Yeah, that's a consideration. And think about when people are online. Typically around 10 a.m. in the morning, maybe again 6 p.m., 7 p.m. in the evening. And there might be a time between that where people aren't really checking their phone so often.
Lunchtime, I think. Prime time, when everybody's just got their sandwich and need something to do with their hands.
That's very true. Use hashtags. Do you know what a hashtag is?
I think I do. It's that thing with the 4 lines crisscrossing, isn't it? And it means, I don't actually know what it does. Is it like some kind of link that people can search for and it will show your content in the search that they do?
Correct.
So putting that little symbol on your post will allow you to be visible when that search is done.
That's it. And some people even follow hashtags. So they will turn up in their feed. They will see the post that's connected with that hashtag without even having to search for it. So think about good hashtags.
What is a good hashtag, Gav?
I love your questions. There is no simple answer to this, but of course, if you're an English teacher, you might want to put hashtag English teacher.
Right.
But if you're trying to attract students from Spain, for example, from Brazil, from the Middle East, they're probably not going to put the English words #English teacher.
Ah.
They might use their own language.
Good to know. So put that in as many languages as possible. You'll cast your net wider.
But how would you find those words? Do you speak all of those languages, Em?
Google Translate, Gav.
That is a very good solution. Also, have a quick look at some of the other posts that other people are posting. You might find they've used some good hashtags too that you might be able to borrow.
Copy paste?
Kind of.
Right, good.
Also, while you're looking at other people's posts, look at what's trending. If you like something that somebody else has done, you can do it too. What do they say, Em?
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
And I agree. If you can do something as well as somebody else, or even maybe better,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
Also consider offering promotions like discounts. Giveaways are always lots of fun, but be consistent on brand.
Meaning?
If you like beige, put beige on everything.
Oh, okay. Beige can be your USP.
Stick with the same fonts.
Ooh, yeah.
If you post images of animals, why not put animals in all of your posts? Just be consistent, but don't be boring, of course. Don't always copy the same thing.
So it doesn't have to be complicated. It could really just be one thing that makes you stand out. Pink unicorn, googly eyes on things. Just think of something and stick with it.
Be consistent, but simple. I like your idea, Em. Don't make it too complicated. Again, go back. What are your expected outcomes? You don't want to confuse the viewer with too many messages. You need to keep it very, very simple, very clear, and this should be quite effective.
And a lot of these posts are quite short, so I think time is of the essence. You have to really make your message clear and engaging.
And stand out from the crowd. Em, do you want Gav's pro tip?
Of course.
Should we have a little jingle? Gav's pro tip.
Great.
I suggest that you like and comment on other people's posts, and if you're lucky, they might just like and comment back on yours. Do create genuine friendships online though. This isn't just for marketing. If you are true to yourself, then you will see your community grow, which is a fabulous thing.
That is a pro tip. It's not about the numbers. It's about making connections, and I like that word genuine. So if you are engaging in other people's content, they might feel inspired to look at what you're producing and see if they like it. And then it's like a friendship.
That's exactly what I did. I looked around my network, Em, especially on Instagram and Facebook, and I had a look at some slideshows, some reels, some stories, some lives.
Lives like people who are alive?
More like a kind of live broadcast that you can do on Instagram.
Ah, yeah. I knew that.
And I collated some of my favourite social media influencers, some cool people that I'm following. How about we have a look at them now, Em?
Great.
If we look in detail at some of the posts, Em, I'm going to start with a recommendation. If you want to post about something you really like, let me give you an example. This one is from Marta at English Smart Llama.
Great name.
Take a look, Em, and describe what you can see.
Okay, Gav, I'm going to play this now. Ooh, I like the music. Very relaxing. Nice pink colour scheme. Love hearts coming up. So it's a list of all the podcasts that Marta recommends. And we're number one, Gav. We're number one. And then there's some other recommendations with some phrases. The reasons why Marta likes the podcasts. And all the way through, it's this lovely colour scheme and love hearts and relaxing ambience.
Excellent. Very, very good. So very engaging. Really drew you in and you wanted to know exactly which podcasts were on this list.
Gave me a nice feeling watching that one.
So thank you to Marta. That's a really good idea. Recommending something that you enjoy, something that your students or your fellow teachers in your community could benefit from. Now, another type of post, Em, is a quote. Any idea what that is?
Something somebody said.
Yeah. And that is also quite engaging because we love hearing people talking about stuff. It could be a quote from a celebrity that you follow, or it could be a quote from a book or a film, a quote that you've seen and you've really enjoyed and you just want to share it with your community. Have a look at this one, Em.
Oh, this is a quote from Vivi at Keybird.
Yeah.
It looks very nice. Got the logo in the top right corner. Very good logo. Probably on every post, I imagine. That's the running theme. And the colour scheme is really nice. Orange, like a satsuma kind of colour. And I like the graphics. It's a bit irregular shaped, but it's very simple. And the quote is the focus. Definitely loving the colour scheme. It really pops. And I can see that the quote is actually from our last episode. So it's promoting Vivi's presence on our show. And it's all about learners' needs and what's important when you plan your lessons. So it's really relevant to me and I want to read it. It's attractive.
Educational, informative, appealing. These are all very engaging and positive words for our post.
It's not too long, and just looking at the words there are definite words that attract me to want to read more. So think about that maybe when you're posting a quote. Some keywords that will really catch people's attention.
Em, you described that beautifully. Now, another type of post might be a multiple choice quiz, typically with A, B, C answers, and the poster?
Poster? What do you mean?
The person who posts.
Oh, I thought I thought you were talking about like on the wall, a piece of paper like poster.
No.
Is that right?
I'm
Poster.
not sure. The person who posts
Postie?
Postie,
maybe. I don't know.
They will probably ask for the answer in the comments below. That's a great way of engaging their viewers.
Clever. So then you're automatically in the conversation.
What kind of thing would you put in your post, Em, if you wanted to do a multiple choice quiz?
I'm instantly reminded of John from John's English page, who posted about toast and which direction you cut your toast.
And what were the multiple choice answers to choose from, Em?
Something like, do you cut on the horizontal or the diagonal? And it was so funny and just a great conversation to have. Everyone's got an opinion.
But not on the vertical.
I don't know how you could do that with a piece of toast, but whatever, yeah. It was just great and so engaging.
People love talking about kind of ordinary things, but they're everyday things that we all want to share.
Exactly, and we did a collaboration with John, which was really fun.
And I think you'll find that was episode 17 from season 2, titled Influence.
Great episode. Go back and listen. And that is proof that just connecting with people on social media can lead you to fantastic things.
That's it. And you've remembered that post because it really caught your attention. You might also consider sharing personal social media posts of your life experiences. Maybe you're walking down the street and you suddenly have an idea, pull out your phone, make a reel, share it, and you might find that people really enjoy these spontaneous interactions where you're sharing your ideas with your audience. You could use film clips. Everybody loves a good film clip, Em. Just take an excerpt from a movie, a little bit of language, and for your followers, that's their daily English learning.
How fun is that?
You might also choose some mini grammar or vocabulary lessons. Let me give you an example, Em. Check out Mike from Mike's English Academy.
Do you ever make this mistake in English? Hey, Mike, what do you fancy for dinner? I don't care. Okay then. Sometimes saying I don't care can be a bit rude. Instead, try saying I don't mind. Hey Mike, what do you fancy for dinner? I don't mind. Great, let's have pizza. Of course, if you do want to be rude, then try using these expressions. I couldn't care less. I don't give a monkeys. IDGAF. I don't give a...
Oh, yeah, that's one that my students always say.
Classic mistake.
Yes. I like Mike. Mike's funny. It's very good. He's actually talking to himself, I've just realised. That's not another person, that's him. So he's made a video with 2 versions of himself.
He's transformed himself like Superman. Putting on a pair of glasses, you become a different person.
Yeah, I didn't recognise him. What a great way to make content, Gav. You can be as many people as you want.
Which is a great skill for teachers to have.
Yes, that's true. And it really gets the message across, doesn't it? How it sounds.
It totally got my attention. Thanks, Mike. Another great source of content can come from podcasts even. Let's share one of our own excerpts from one of our previous shows that we made into a post. And can you guess how many views we got for this specific post, Em?
I would be happy with 100.
Em, we got 8,000.
Whoa.
I know. Loads of comments, lots of shares and bookmarks.
I'm dying to know which episode this was, Gav. Let me play it.
I don't even know what a podcast is. Could you explain to us what is a podcast?
It's an online talking platform for people to have a conversation or an interview. It can be many things, but it is fundamentally voice recordings. That is season 2, episode 15, podcasts, Gav.
I really enjoyed hearing those hosts. What show is that, Em?
That is How to English, Teach and Learn with Gav and Em, and we are on there, our faces are there, transcription as always is there, got some killer graphics and our familiar little ditty song playing all the way through, so it's immediately recognisable as us.
That's it, it's got that roller disco music playing in the background. People know it's us. People recognise the fonts, the colours are dynamic, and subtitles. You mentioned the captions underneath. Tell us more, Em.
Well, we think it's really important that everybody can access the content online, so I think it's essential to add these extras.
Yeah, including picture descriptions.
Those are written descriptions of what you can see on the screen, which we also provide.
Accessible for all. And what about how-tos? Have you ever seen any how-tos on your social feed?
Yes, lots of them. I love a how-to video.
Well, we've got one from Andy. Do you remember Andy from Andy's Everyday English?
Yes, I remember, Gav. We featured Andy on season 3, episode 17.
And she talked about don't memorise vocabulary lists. Instead, improve your reading skills.
Great tip.
Pro tip.
It really is.
Head back, check it out, learn a lot, come back. And now let's listen to Andy's reel on Instagram.
How to confidently talk to anybody in English, part 1. You're already an interesting person, so how successful or effective your communication is doesn't always have to do with how much English you know. Be present. Conversations, either long or short, are a matter of fairly caring for the person you're engaging with. By being present, you're showing respect and consideration. I'm Andy. I'm a certified English teacher for second language learners. Let's meet in the comments section. And don't forget to follow for more. Mwah.
I can see Andy looking very approachable. Looks like she's in her home. She's talking about effective communication. So there's some tips there about being present, being focused. And it's a practical guide for learners to take on board.
Excellent. Like a mini lesson, basically.
Yes.
As we're always so inspired by Andy, we requested an exclusive for our show. So let's get a few more tips from Andy.
You have access to social media platforms to learn or teach English, but are you using them properly? Hi, I'm Andy, a certified English teacher with 14 years experience. I help students prepare for the Cambridge exam B2, C1, and to unlock their speaking fluency in any business environment. Here are 3 tips for you to get the most out of these platforms. Number 1, be aware of red flags. A perfect example of these red flags are trends such as don't say this, say that, or basic versus advanced vocabulary. Remember, words and expressions change their meaning depending on the context. Therefore, these trends are useless and utterly confusing for learners. Number 2, less is more. Following a million teachers is not going to speed up your learning process. Quite the contrary. Follow a few, but really good educators and content creators out there. It's about quality, not quantity. And number 3, verify the information you find out there. Make this a habit. Ask yourself, is the information current? Is it culture specific? Can you use it in your personal or professional context? And so on. Sir Peter Thomas Blake said, new technology is common. New thinking is rare. So remember that you are the one choosing to learn a specific content. Therefore, do it wisely.
Oh, Gav, that is very, very good advice. And thank you very much, Andy. Definitely verify the information. That's so important, isn't it? Because there's so much out there and you don't know if it's true.
That's the question. Are you using your social media correctly as a learner, as a teacher? That was a great hook at the beginning of Andy's recording. There are lots of red flags. Check out these posts. Some of them are a bit controversial. So, for example, if you're tired, what do you say?
I'm tired.
Me too.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah, but there are lots of videos that say, don't say you're tired, say you're dead, or say you're beat. Which is fine as well, but it's not like you can't say something, is it?
I agree. I do encourage my students to use a wide range of language.
Yeah.
And as Andy mentioned, this language will take you from beginner to advanced. We don't like the term native. Let's just say advanced or high level.
And as Andy says, less is indeed more. Definitely go by that rule, stick to that rule, and you won't fail.
Polls are another alternative for our theme for our post, Em, especially in stories.
What do you mean, story?
A story hangs around for 24 hours in your social feed. It's at the top of the page and you can click on them and you can see what's happening right now. Very interactive, great for some spontaneous pressing, liking, commenting, that kind of thing, Em. Your polls could include questions like, do you enjoy Mondays? Yes or no? Em?
No.
Oh, goodness. Have you read this book?
Which book?
And your options are not yet or I prefer movies. It's nice language, isn't it? We're practicing present perfect there, Em, without even thinking about it.
Really good point. Yeah, that language is just there and you pick it up without thinking about it.
And later, don't forget to post the results of your poll to show people that you're interested in their answers.
Yes. Gav, what about collaborations? Tell me a bit more.
Well, collaborations are when more than one contributor work together. You could be commenting on somebody else's video. You could be working together on a video or a post with someone. I have one of my favourite examples here from Charlotte at English in Athens and Pearl from Pearl English Teacher. They're both on Instagram. Their collaboration video introduces us to ways of saying that you're living or visiting a foreign country. Let's check it out.
Hi guys! Hi Charlotte! Where are you? It looks beautiful there.
Hi, Pearl. Well, I'm in Greece. Where are you? It looks beautiful there too.
I'm visiting Oman.
Okay, so you're in a different country to me. Do you know some ways that we can express that we are in different countries to each other?
I sure do. We can say, I'm in a foreign country.
Yeah, exactly. We can say that I'm in a foreign country. Or we could say that you are abroad.
Nice one, I like it. We can also say that someone is overseas.
Yeah, that's a good one too. We can say that I am overseas. So next time you visit a foreign country, Pearl, I recommend you come to Greece.
Thank you, my lovely friend. I really love to visit Greece.
Oh, great. Bye, Pearl.
Bye, Charlotte. Bye, guys.
I really want to visit Greece too now I've watched that video.
Me too, and I'd love to go to Oman. That looks so cool.
Yeah, so it was a really nice video, both of them on the beach, but in totally different places, having a conversation and teaching us a bit of English at the same time.
I love the realness of these videos, Em. These are real people having real experiences and sharing them with their audience. It's so cool.
Very relatable and very engaging.
On top of this, Em, you might decide to create your own social space with your students or classmates on WhatsApp, Telegram, or any other chat app. Now, what are the benefits of this, Em?
Is it like a drop-in chat room where you can all link up and talk together and have a real conversation?
It's like any other group on your chat app, but you can post videos, you can write sentences, ask questions, do some mini polls. The possibilities are endless.
Bit like a VIP club or something where you can drop in and out as you like.
Let's listen to Pearl again from Pearl English Teacher on exactly how to do this.
Hi Gav, hi Em, this is Pearl. I use WhatsApp to keep in touch with my students through the class WhatsApp group. It is easier to share texts, images, videos, and audios. I use it to send assignments, to remind about deadlines for submitting assignments, to send across common errors committed in English, and I also use WhatsApp to send interesting information. Thanks, Gav. Thanks, Em.
Thank you, Pearl. Those are some really great suggestions on how to use WhatsApp or any chat app with your students.
I love the idea that you can send assignments and reminders to students about their deadlines. Students are much more likely to see a message in their chat app than in their email, for example.
That is so true, Gav.
Another topic might be milestones. If, you get 100 followers on your social media, you should celebrate.
I am going to celebrate and I'm going to open the champagne and tell everybody about it. Maybe make a video of me opening the champagne.
Well, you already have 8,500 followers.
Do we really?
Yeah.
You know what that means, Gav?
We should crack open a bottle of sparkling water.
No, more champagne. I know memes are really popular. Everyone loves memes. They're still going strong online. Everybody loves a good picture and a funny caption.
Yep. And if you want to hear more about that, check out Ed Tech Season 3's Episode 7, where we talk all about them. You might also want to share some of your customer testimonials and some feedback. Any positive comments you receive from your students, from your teacher, something that you want to share with your social network.
Customer testimonials? Would that be a post with feedback from your students saying what they enjoyed about your course?
Yeah, it's a great way to promote your language course to prospective clients, also known as students.
They do that a lot on LinkedIn.
Yes, it's a very business-oriented theme. Could come from your students, it could be products that you enjoy, maybe online events that you attended if you went to a great conference. Make a nice post, share it. Don't forget to put a hashtag and make sure you at the profile of the organizer so they know that you are showing some appreciation.
Gav, that reminds me, we've got a great example of this. This testimonial is from Sergio at Grammar Drops on Instagram. And this was commented on our episode when we talked about Twee, Gav. Remember the AI platform, which is unbelievable?
I love that site, twee.com, TWEE.com. Check them out.
So Grammar Drops wrote, I listened to this episode and decided to try the app site on my computer. I am absolutely amazed at what the site can do. Nonetheless, you are the ones who do the magic, indeed. Your podcast is such an amazing source of knowledge, ideas and inspiration. Keep up the good job, fellows. Gav and Em, you rock.
There's a lot of hearts and a lot of flames there, Em.
And it makes me want to carry on the days where I feel less motivated to sit down and talk to you, Gav. Nothing personal, but this kind of comment makes me just want to get on and do it.
Me too. And if I wasn't already following Gav and Em's How to English podcast, I would definitely sign up on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, wherever I get my podcasts. I'd want to check out this fantastic show, Em.
Find out what it's all about. Yeah.
So that leaves us with AMA posts, Em.
Ask me anything.
Now be careful with this. You could maybe change it to ask me almost anything.
AMAA.
Yeah. But yeah, this is nice. It allows you to really engage with your followers, with your potential students or teachers, and you can just find out a few personal things. Maybe you want to know if your favourite podcaster prefers tea or coffee, Em?
Tea every time.
Okay. And if I wanted to buy you a tea, what would I do, Em?
You'd go to coffee.com/how-to-English-pod.
Yes, you would. ko-fi/how-to-English-pod, one word, and show some coffee, tea, love to your favourite podcasters. So I think we've mentioned a large number of the different types of posts and reels that you can put onto your social media.
We've talked about the content, Gav, but we haven't even mentioned YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. What about them?
Yeah, that's a whole other topic for another day, But I think we did talk about them in the EdTech episode, so pop back to that one. We especially focused on different demographics of users on different platforms. Think about the ages of the users and the interests they might have. Anyway, that's it for now, Em. Have you made plenty of notes so you can summarise today's episode?
I haven't forgotten, Gav. I have been noting down my take-homes. I've got 8 bullet points. Number 1, be specific with your expectations and the outcomes for your posts. Do you want to promote products? You decide. Number 2, be where your audience is. Use the right social media for you and at the right time. So consider those time differences in different countries. Number 3, be consistent. Create a series. Post regularly. Get your USP going.
That's it. Develop that brand. If you really like beige, stick with beige.
Nothing wrong with beige. Number 4, use the right hashtags. Copy others if necessary.
Get outside your bubble. Use other languages. Just experiment. Have fun with it.
Number 5, create engaging graphics and videos. Enjoy it. Maybe just make it and don't use it, but just see what looks good.
Make 20, use 1.
Number 6, be fun and engaging. If you're not enjoying it, what is the point?
Fun for you and fun for the viewers.
And I think it goes together. If you're having fun, it really shows. And I'm going to add one more, Gav. Give value in your posts. Show off the value of your classes, your teaching methods, you as a learner, your techniques. Believe in yourself.
Yes, this is wonderful inspiration. I think it's time to make another post, Em.
Good, Gav.
Lastly, think about Meta's business suite for Instagram and Facebook to schedule your posts so then you don't have to create a post every day and you can focus on other things like your teaching and learning English.
Gav, let's thank everyone in today's show, starting with Marta at English Smart Llama. Love the name. Who shares reels and posts on special days of the year and especially focuses on nature and the environment, which I also love.
There's also Charlotte at English in Athens, where you can get fun, educational and topical posts.
Thank you to Pearl at English Teacher Pearl. There's funny idiomatic reels there.
We heard Mike from Mike's English Academy. You can get grammar and vocabulary videos, plus informative posts.
And last but not least, Andy from Andy's Everyday English. Thank you. You can go there and find really motivating reels with useful learning tips.
Now, Em, we've just time for...
Learn a word.
Today's word is engage.
Engage, number 1. Sorry, I'm a bit of a Star Trek fan.
Okay. I want to elicit from you the 4 typical uses of engage.
Okay, well, I think I've just said one already, which would be like initiate.
Yeah, to make the machine begin, Em. That's it, exactly.
Starship, go.
And another one?
Another one. So I think if you engage somebody in work, you employ them.
Very formal, but also correct.
And then we have engage your students, Gav.
Or maybe engage them in your new post on social media.
That's right. So it's interest someone. Get their attention. Keep them thinking.
And the last one, I'm not sure this is so popular anymore, but do you remember the telephone?
Oh, yeah.
The old
Engaged.
brr, 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 brr thing.
That's an adjective, though. So you would say it is engaged. The phone is engaged. And also you get engaged to be married, which is an interesting way to say it.
Yeah.
So you can be engaged to be married. You can be engaged on the phone, and also I think toilets can be engaged, Gav, which basically means they're busy, they're occupied, they're taken, which fits to all of those things.
It does really, really well. I'm sorry I can't go on a date with you because I am already busy with somebody else.
Well, that wouldn't mean you couldn't have a date, but okay. Interesting, Gav. Okay.
Then we've got the noun M,
Engagement.
a formal agreement to get married. We've got the engagement, which is the duration of the agreement to get married.
Yeah, so maybe people have a 3-year engagement.
You might have a dinner engagement or a speaking engagement.
That's like an arrangement to do something, which is sort of connected with the time, fixed time period.
And as you mentioned, to be engaged in something, this is the engagement.
Yeah, so puzzles promote engagement, maybe, or some people lack engagement in politics. They're just not interested.
These are all very, very good examples. And finally, we can talk about engagement between armed forces, which is referring to the battle or the fight between them.
It's all quite formal, isn't it, if you use the noun engagement? Like, I have a prior engagement, I can't attend the meeting. Does sound very professional.
Can we make it informal, Em?
I have another arrangement, or I have another plan.
Very nice.
Gav, I think this episode was very engaging.
I certainly hope so. I hope the followers were just as attentive as we were.
I'm sure they were. Good luck with all your socials.
Thanks, Em.
I am reeling from this episode.
I love that idiom. And Em, I'll keep you posted on our progress.